Hello everyone, welcome back. After a little bit of technical issues there with game crashing just the stream before there, just as we were about to get psych in. But we are back going again now. We have the full lobby. We have 16 and we're ready for a sprint and race here. Obviously it's a sunny day here in Melbourne, and we still have our 16 drivers, but crucially with Randro starting on pole, it is Psych in P15 and Tyro in P14. So everything could go to plan for Randro today if he gets a good start ahead of Skifan off the line. And obviously his teammates in P9, it's Jake Mate, famously had that amazing battle with it's Jake Mate, or with Lucas Paul in Australia, and was doing really well until I think he crashed out around lap 14, which was very unfortunate. He's back in this new season and he had a decent race, I would say, in Belgium before crashing out, but he has a real chance to make something up in the sprint race here in Monza as we just wait for the guys to select their tyre allocation, get their setups going, and then get the grid going. Hopefully we don't have the grid all messed up like it has many times we've done a restart. I'm pretty sure I've done everything all right before we started, and I'm hoping that nothing will fuck up. Here we go. Yep, everything's all sorted, the grid is good, and the green light is shining, and we are away for the formation lap here at the sprint in Monza. Randro on pole will now as Queasy, his teammate, under the formation lap. That's not going to help much at all. I'm pretty sure everyone will be starting on the medium tyres and going till the end. But it'll be both Alpines who are having a little bit of a war down there at turn 1. They have crashed out. Huge points up for grabs today for Randro. Psych has to gain at least 7 positions in order to have 1 point. And if things don't go down to plan into turn 1, Randro could be already 8 points closer. As we watch the cars warm up their tyres, Randro comes around the final corner. So we're about to get underway here for the Italian Grand Prix. Turkey Boy and Psych tactically staying a little bit further behind. Obviously they need to be within 10 car lengths, so they better watch out. Now investigate that. Actually, here we go to 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix. Light glitch. It's lights out and away we go. It's decent start. SJR as he heads down into turn 1. He's going to try go round the outside. SJR is going to try and stick it. It looks like Randro's going to keep the lead. This place is being made up all over the place. Syke has dropped down to last. Someone spun out at the back. It's Lucas Paul. Lucas Paul spun out off the exit of turn 2. A great start from Randro. He keeps the lead of the race, and Rando's gone up 2, up to P3. It's 3 wide down into turn 4. It's very cautious at the back. I'm keeping an eye. Everything seems to be going well. There's contact at the back. Someone has made damage, and Griffin is the one who has lost out from it. Looking at damage, it doesn't look like anybody has any. It's a clean getaway here for the start of the Italian Grand Prix. As Syke is going to look to make the move on Turkey Boy now as they head down to Ascari. He's burning all the ERS, so is Turkey Boy. Can they make the move? No, he can't. As someone spun out, XD Harrison. XD Harrison's lost it on the exit of Ascari, and he's going to drop down to P15. That's not great at all. Syke doesn't get a great exit at all. Turkey Boy may as he heads down to attack Syke. We switch to the leaders. SJR gets a great exit on Randro out of Parabolica. They go side by side down into turn 1. SJR's into the lead of the race going into the corner. We'll see what happens when they come out of it. Before the braking zone, SJR is in front. The Alfa Romeo had a quick qualifying and has taken the lead of the race as it's Jake May also gets by Darkness Lorex down into turn 1. We look as Syke has disconnected from the session again. That could be crucial. He is having internet problems, the man from Netherlands, and this race may not go at all well for him. Franco Rosso right on the back of Darkness Alorex right on the back of its Jake Mate going down into Ascari, just a bit too far back. Turkey Boy the same. As we watch as someone spun out, it's Jake Mate spun out, he's gone, and Darkness Alorex has gone off too, and that's going to be a safety car. It's Jake Mate's car's right on the track there. It's a safety car here on lap 2 of the sprint. It's Jake Mate loses it out of Ascari and is now in last place for the race. SJR got a flying start which got him straight ahead of Ski Fan, who has had the worst. He has dropped to P6. SJR has had then got a great exit off Parabolica down to turn 1 and has got himself up into P1. We'll check position change now for anyone interested. SJR with 2. Randro's dropped obviously 1 from the lap 2 overtake. Rando's gone up 2. Apatushun's gone up 4. Great start from the Ferrari driver here in front of the Tifosi. Fancarozzo's gone down 1, so not the best start from the Aston Martin. Ski Fan's lost out one of the most, not as much as it's Jake Mate, but has lost out. He is in P6. Tyro in P7 has gained 7 and has had a fantastic start. Queasy B up 3 into P8. Jackie Gabbana up 1 and Turkey Boy up 6 amazingly. Darkness Alorex down 4 with Lucas Paul down 6, but has got by Syke there after his lap 1 spin. Syke has gone up 2 and I think he has got himself back up into the lobby as he catches up to the safety car. XT Harrison in 14th and Griffin in 15th. Both of them have lost 2. The collision between It's Jake May and Darkness Lorex will be decided after the race as Syke is into the pit lane for fresh softs. He's gonna drop 1 position in order possibly to gain a few more, him and also XD Harrison, but he's picked up a 5-second penalty in the pit lane that could drop him to 15 no matter what happens. Queasy B has picked up a penalty, it seems. Picked up 5 seconds. I think that's for a collision. It's not going to be great for him, as the safety car should go around one more time before we get going for a few more laps of racing. It's been a great race to watch so far though. Everything's been so far so clean. As Queasy B has decided to come into the pits, he's going to get on the sauce, he's going to serve his 5-second penalty and hopefully maybe make a few more positions. We will see. Oh, he's got actually wing damage as well. We'll see if he's going to be able to catch up in time. I think he should. As we wait for him now to get... $25-1 odds of grid being correct. Well, it was correct, SJR, so if you put some money on it, you would have got a bit more back if that were the odds. Queasy B on the softs, out of the pit lane. Maybe just didn't react well enough there, coming out. Either that or he was brake checked, we'll soon find out. Oh, his XT Harrison has got wing damage and has also picked up a 5-second penalty for colliding with Syke. That might not be good for Harrison. Already has 10 seconds now. Say he's better off just retiring probably and then just bringing it home. But for the race we'll soon find out. We wait for Manny or Queasy B to catch up as they head under the bridge of the banking. And we can get going. Once again. Safety cars in this lap. SJR will lead the field on the way down the Parabolica. Rando has picked up a penalty. It's going very, very slow here. This is not great at all. Jackie Cabanach trading positions. SJR, it's not been a great safety car restart from him as Griffin trade places with Syke. And SJR does get underway and gets a much better start than Rando. Rando will get a better run on Randro on the run down to turn 1. Rando was taken, burning all the ERS. He has more slipstream, he has more power. They're side by side into turn 1. Rando is ahead going into the braking zone. They go side by side. Rando leaves room. Syke has to take to the curb. Randro may get a better exit now. He's going to try it down the inside of Parabolica. He's going to be able to do it. Patish Hund is next up. He's got a good run on Rando because Rando got a very bad exit. Patish Hund is going to go for it. Rando's going to go for it on Randro. He's got the move done. But Randro maybe going to send it into the first Lesmo. He is. He's going to try. He may lose out though. Patish Hund is right on the back of him. As someone has gone off into Sector 1, it's Lucas Paul. He has spun off yet again. Randro not quite getting the sprint race that he had wanted. SJR is having a phenomenal sprint race. 2.5 seconds ahead of Rando, who's in P2. As Randro 17 is being put under pressure by Patish Hund, who's being put under pressure by Tyro. What a sprint race it's been for Tyro. He's like Lewis Hamilton going through the pack here. He's going to try go round the outside into Parabolica, and Patish Hund has spun and he's hit into the Aston Martin, and oh, it's a big crash. Darkness Alorex has got into them. It's crazy stuff here. The Ferrari's trying to go all over the place. XD Harrison has also spun and crashed out. It's been a crazy incident into Parabolica, and I think Tyro and Patish Hund could suffer from it. No safety car, it's too late for that. They're going to try just clear it up and get back going again. Patish Hund seemed to make a very unsafe re-entry there and take out Harrison. That's going to really have to be investigated now. Obviously there's no ghosting, so when you have been spun, you don't really try to re-spin yourself and get back into the race quick. As Lucas Paul gets by Fancaroso into the braking zone. As we watch a Syke right on the back of Turkey Boy. Ski Fan defends Turkey Boy. As it's Red Bull versus Ferrari versus McLaren here. Syke gets a good exit and has more ERS than Turkey Boy on the run down as a Patishund has spun at the back. Syke has a great run down into Ascari. Will he try and make the move? No, he can't. Syke does get by Turkey Boy there. I've missed that. Tyro sets the fastest lap of the race as he's chasing down Randro. Randro's chasing down Tyro. It's going to be possibly too wide going into turn one. Randro's going to try stick a wheel up the inside. Tyro's going to go right round the outside. What a move. Now can he get by Randro too? Tyro has more ERS and just generally more power as he attacks the McLaren. Is going to try go down the inside. Tyro up into P2. What a race it's been from Tyro. Possibly on for his first race win. He is absolutely flying it at the moment. It's P2 for the Williams driver. As Randro really seems to be struggling. He was in pole position and right now he's struggling down in P4. He tried to stick a wheel on Syke. That didn't work. Tried to stick a wheel on Rando. That didn't work. As Syke is going to start now to catch up to Randro as they head down into Ascari. Everything seems to be going cleanly at the moment, other than maybe that instant a few laps ago. Lucas Paul picks up a penalty at the back. It's almost like a train from Syke all the way down to Fancaroso at the back, with a little bit of a gap in there with Queasy B a bit further behind. As we watch these four now all have a go with each other down the straight again. Rando's got a great exit, and with DRS is going to fly by Tyro, who's actually left the session. He's going to have to get back in. I'm going to try and invite him as quickly as I can so we don't miss any battles here. Syke also leaves the session. Netherlands are struggling with internet connection at the moment. As Randro will get by Syke then into the braking zone too. It's been a crazy sprint race, and as long as Randro can stay within 5 seconds of Rando, he's going to start P2 tomorrow and pick up P2 points in the sprint. Syke, obviously, and that's Lucas Paul has absolutely buried himself into a wall there. And that's all because of Syke's AI, from him disconnecting from the lobby. There's always seems to be a problem today, but there hasn't been a problem for SJR in the lead of the race. He wins the sprint. Rando's going to come home in second, but Rando will take P2 tomorrow because of Tyro. Then it will be Rando is in P4 because of his penalty. Skifan P5 with Griffin P6, Syke P7, Fancaroso retires in P8 because obviously he probably spun off the line. Jackie Cabana P9, Turkey Boy gets up into P10, Apatishun P11, Lucas Paul P12, and I think at the last person on track was Lucas Paul, who had, well, a very unfortunate incident with Syke's AI. Try to get some cars back into it for the end of this race. So I'm going to invite Tyro while the formation lap is going on. Queasy B was disqualified yet again. He's having trouble at formation laps, as we'll keep an eye on tyres. Rando's gone for the soft compound, so he will be probably resorting to maybe a 2-stop or a very difficult 1-stop. Tyro has got into the lobby, but a little bit of a collision at the back. See Skifan and Griffin also retired. Tyro's left the session. What is going on with him? Another invite's been sent as we wait now just for SJR. To take his position. It's been a bit of a scrappy lap so far. Hopefully not as scrappy in the actual race. As SJR will get to the line to start this Grand Prix. Jake Mate's the final car to be disqualified. Everyone is being disqualified at the moment, as SJR will take his place on the grid. This time can park the car. Here we go to 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix. Like glitch, Tyro's been disqualified. It's lights out and away we go here. It's an equal start from most cars, but Rando obviously is going to get so much better traction because of the soft tyres. There goes an Alpine out at the back. Tyro and SJR and Randro's going to go side by side into the first corner. Randro takes the lead into the first corner. What a overtake that is, as there's so much happening at the back. Tyro's up into the lead. Fancaroso's lost out big time as he's collided with Queasy B. Skifan's lost out. Sykes got himself up into P5. And Randro is going to try and get the best start he can out of these soft tyres. Turkey Boy got a fantastic start up into P3. Where was he originally? In P10, so he must have found some gap at turn 1 and has managed to go himself up into a podium place, as SJR starts to recatch Rando on the way down to Parabolica. Everything seems to be going smoothly. A Patishund gets by Griffin at the back, as Rando gets right on the back of Turkey Boy with the softer compound. He should be able to fly by. SJR got a great start, got a great exit on lap 1 in the sprint. Will he do the same here? It looks like he will, as they head down into turn 1. SJR pulls to the inside and takes the lead of the race once again. The Alfa Romeo driver with an excellent overtake gets by and up into P1. Rando also gets by Turkey Boy and is up into P3 and will now start to chase down Randro 17, as Turkey Boy will have a go back at Rando down into turn 1. Turkey Boy will try to send it, decides otherwise not to. Everything going smoothly at the moment as I watch the cars come round the few corners here, as there's only been one person who hasn't finished. That's Tyro, who's had connection problems. There must be something happening in the Netherlands, or their place in the Netherlands. It's obviously affecting this, because it doesn't usually happen for them, and they're going to have to start. They're going to have to take no points, and if Syke disconnects, I'm not going to be able to invite him midway through the race to try and get him back in. He's just going to have to join, because obviously it's his connections, not mine. as Griffin gets by XD Harrison around the outside of Parabolica. Has to take a bit of a wide line as XD Harrison has lost it and he's spun and he's reversed almost back onto track. What is he doing? What is he doing? Needs to be careful, needs to just stay still, and has safely re-entered track. Very, very risky there. He almost takes out it's Jake May. But down to turn 1, everything has gone cleanly. Randro gained on SJR. Both of them have literally the exact same ERS heading around Curva Grande. Rando's burning it a bit more. Here goes Syke. Syke's going to try it on Turkey Boy. He's in the slipstream. Turkey Boy's defended well, but gets very heavy on the curb there, and Syke may be able to get a bit of a better exit. Someone's gone off. It's Lucas Paul. That's a retirement, and there's possibly a pile-up at the back, and it's going to be a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car has been deployed because of the collision at the back. I actually don't think anyone else has got damage, and that is another disappointing result for Lucas Paul. But the virtual safety car will just even out the field a bit now. Gets that car cleared and we get going again. Ooh, we tried to fake it going into the pit lane. We'll see if anyone does decide to go in. Rando decides not to. I don't think anyone will. It's only lap 3. I want to see if these guys have damage that go in. Queasy B, no. Jackie Cabana, no. And XD Harrison is spun out. No. Oh no, Jackie Cabana does come in. He does come in. He's on the hard compound. Ooh, what's happened here? Is Jake Mate spun? Oh, everything's gone smooth so far, as this virtual safety car has been out for a while. We're waiting for it to go green. It has gone green. Here we go. Now Syke right on the back of Turkey Boy here as it's gone green, and may get a good exit heading down into Ascari. It is a great exit from Tyro. A poor exit from, I think that was Darkness Alorix at the back. Griffin also gets a fairly decent exit here. He's right on the back of Syke. May try a move. No, he's going to think otherwise, as Syke, Turkey Boy and Rando create a bit of a train here between the 3 of them. Griffin does get a great exit off of Ascari and is going to try go side by side with Syke down into turn 1. I don't know why Tyro keeps joining and joining back. He's literally disqualified. I'm going to have to just tell him that. Syke up by Turkey Boy. We've missed that overtake. Rando's starting to struggle on those soft tyres now. As Syke has to run a little bit wide there. Fancaroso, I think that's a 5-second time penalty, probably for some sort of collision under the safety car, as Rando is up on the back of SJR. This is a yellow flag into sector 3, and it's something happened with XD Harrison, maybe a bit of a spin at the back. No problem really, as Randro 17 gets right in the back of SJR, heading through Curva Grande we go. It has been a great race so far as Lucas Paul leaves the session. It's been a poor I really do hope that Lucas Paul can get better, because he was so good in season 1 and so good in season 2, but at the moment he is really struggling as Syke does get by his teammate. Maybe his teammate let him go. No, Rando's gone off. His tyres really do seem to be struggling there. He's gone off into Della Roggia and has spun the car. Has spun the car at Lesmo 1. Rando said last night he would win the race. He's not going to win the race today, and you know, fair play to him. I'd love to minus penalty points to him for that, for actually staying still and re-entering safely. Apatishund may be penalised in this race now for that re-entry, as SJR gets a good exit here on Randro. And Randro, although having now the DRS, I don't think he's going to be close enough to be able to make a move. Griffin sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's had a fantastic race, the Alpine driver. Syke has had probably one of the best races so far. He's gotten up himself from, I think it was P15 at the start of the sprint, up into P3. Fantastic race from him. As Frank Rosso gets by its Jake Mate, there's a bit of a tussle down at turn 1. But at the moment, I want to concentrate on these guys up the front. I'll have a look now. It's Jake May is going to try go for a move on Frank Rosso. They're literally wheel to wheel heading down into the Della Roggia chicane. It's Jake May is going to try it. They bang wheels. It's Jake Mate's off into the gravel. It's so hard to go for a move and go side by side through that chicane. It's Jake May tried it. It didn't work. And he is down to P10 as Rando has came out of pits on the hards. He'll be going until the end of the race. Randero has done a great job at gaining the gap to Syke and gaining on a gap to SJR. A move may come about soon. It's going to be a question of when, as SJR is just managing to manage his ERS well and stay in the lead of the race. Syke has very little ERS, even compared to the man behind him of Griffin, who's going to hope to get onto the podium here. He gets a great exit on Syke, who ran just a little bit wider, and now is going to really open up a move here. DRS activated. Griffin on the road down to turn 1, and he's already ahead before the braking zone. What a fantastic move from the Alpine driver, who's doing Alpine a huge stand here in the standings, because they have been struggling. He hasn't, but Syke gets a better exit off than Griffin and will have a bit of a slipstream round Curva Grande as they head down to turn 4. He's just a bit too far behind, as this Patishund has a little bit of a battle with Skifan here. Both of these two are going to go side by side, and Patishund manages to either take the lead or keep the lead, because I haven't really been looking at the back here. Skifan's going to try maybe send one down the inside, decides to back out of that one. Well, look, as Syke is still right on the back of Griffin here. These two maybe having a bit of a titanic battle here as we head down the laps. The gap is 3 seconds now from Griffin. Griffin spun! Griffin has lost it out of Ascari, and someone else has too. Darkness Alorex has also spun. He's on the racing line. You'd want to get off that quickly. And Fancarosa is going to get such a better exit than these. I know they're already halfway down the straight anyway. These two are going to be battling side by side after they've spun. Whose tyres are not as low. Someone's off at the back. Someone's crashed. It's Queasy B. He was on the podium yesterday. He won't be on the podium today. Ooh, he just wants to get out of the way there for XD Harrison. He's lost his front wing, so that's going to be the end of the stint for him, as it's Jake Mate. Oh, there's a crash at the back. Oh, it's a big crash. What's happened down at turn 1? The safety car has been deployed. Patishund and Griffin have had a bit of a collision. Oh, and Griffin's car is in awful state, and Patishund has gone about 100 yards down. That'll be a very interesting one to investigate, because that's a huge crash down into turn 1, and the safety car is out. And perfect timing for the boys in the front, because they're going to be able now to get on the hard tyres towards the end. Darkus Alorax has jumped Fancaroso at the serve a penalty in the pits, also gets on a new wing. Skifan will also jump Fancaroso, I'm guessing. Yes, so does XT Harrison, but Fancaroso's back out and ahead of him. Well, it's been a very interesting 10 laps, and a safety car probably was due, and all it's really done is spiced up things because everyone's now onto the fresh and everyone's also caught up. Only 4 DNFs so far, with Rando on the mediums at the moment. I don't think he'll be able to get to the end, so he's going to have to maybe come back in and get on a pair of maybe softs then after that. Safety cars in this lap. It's been out for 2 and everyone has caught up quickly. Most people on the hards, Rando's on the mediums. We'll see what he can do off the start, but we hope that it's SJR can hurry it up from the restart. I don't think there has been any incidents here though. Jake Make's the only one to pick up a time penalty for track limits. When will SJR go? That is the question. He's just slowly heating him up and he's gone now, and Syke has got a fantastic start. What will he do as they're trying to break the toe down to turn 1? Syke right on the back of Rando. 2 championship contenders are going at it. Rando's also maybe going to try it. Syke's definitely going to try it. He's going to try a break himself. He's taken the lead. SJR spun. He's hit into Rando. Everyone's all over the place here into turn 1 as Jake May has to take to the rumble strips. Syke managed to have a little bit of a dive down into turn 1. Very optimistic, very good. Takes the lead of the race. Rando battles with SJR and retakes the lead of the race. Turkey Boy also battling with SJR as Rando gets back up into P2. SJR drops 4 positions off the start down into P4, and Turkey Boy up into the podium places once more. 2 seconds the gap to Syke. Rando's going to have to catch up to that again, and that could be a huge game changer for this race. and maybe possibly something to be investigated if someone wishes to report it. Randro is getting onto the back. Oh, someone spun off. I think that's Randro. No, Randro is just battling with XD Harrison. He's lost a place. They're going 3 wide. I think Jackie Cabana's going to get the best out of all of it. He's up into... Oh, and he smacked Harrison into the wall. Harrison's into the wall. His wing is flying up into the air. Randro had to take avoiding action from Jackie Cabana. He's spun the car and is buried off the wall. Things aren't going well for this McLaren guy who thought he could win the race today. In fact, he hasn't. Darkness Alorex gets by SJR into P4, but SJR is going to try it maybe round the outside. He's going to have to tuck inside here. Right in the back of Darkness Alorex. Going to attempt an overtake, but decides otherwise. Sorry, still have a bit of a cold, so I will be a bit coughy as Turkey Boy picks up a penalty for track limits. I think people's warnings are building up and eventually are starting to pick up penalties. Randro has equal tyre life to Syke, so we'll just see who manages it better and who can catch up towards the end of the race. At the moment it's a stalemate. They have equal pace here. 2 seconds is the gap, as it was a few seconds ago. Just hopefully no one makes a mistake, otherwise it could be another win. As Turkey Boy is being attacked by Darkness Alorex. He got SJR the previous lap. Darkness Alorex, he was quick in quali. He had a bit of an unlucky sprint race. He's slowly trying to move up the positions here. He was side by side with Turkey Boy. SJR got a great exit. He's already passed Darkness Alorex. He has the DRS burning, or the ERS burning, as they head round Curva Grande. Is he going to get closer? Darkness Alorex gets back ahead. It's going to be about... Both of them are going to try go side by side. This ended badly last time, but this time it's done well. Brilliant switchback from SJR. Oh, he's up at the P4. What a move from the Alfa Romeo driver. He took it easy in to the Della Roggia chicane, and he got an excellent switchback and has got up into P4 yet again. Randro's gap with Syke remains at 2 seconds, as Fancaroso, I think, was going to try something there on Ski Fan in the back. Both of them very close behind each other, as SJR is going to look to get by Turkey Boy. He wants to crash this podium possibly. They're possibly going to try go 3 wide. No, Turkey Boy breaks late. SJR will get the better exit. Darkness Alorex is going to try to switch back. Darkness Alorex is by SJR but won't get the better exit that SJR did get. They're going to be side by side down into turn 1. Darkness Alorex is a car in front. Will it be enough to go for it on Turkey Boy? This could be an amazing move from Darkness Alorex. He's decided otherwise, but will take a wide line and get a better exit down through Curva Grande. Darkness Alorex on the back of Turkey Boy here. Very little ERS though, and SJR has a lot, which he is burning. This battle here is absolutely sensational between these 3 drivers, with Ski Fan and Fancaroso at the back just waiting for something to happen. SJR is going to try it on both of them into the Lesmos. SJR, what a fantastic move, and he's finally got himself back up into the podium place there. He got by Darkness Alorex off almost an identical move from last lap, and then sent it through the Lesmos and has got back ahead, but Turkey Boy is going to look for it back again with DRS into Ascari, is back up into P3. I cannot take my eyes off this battle, but Randro is starting to catch up to Syke at the back. SJR right on the back of Turkey Boy now. SJR has more ERS and Turkey Boy is derating. Turkey Boy's going to break late, and yet again, oh, they've crashed. SJR spun, he's crashed with Darkness Alorex, and the battle goes to nothing because both of them have dropped back. Oh, it's so unlucky. Darkness Alorex tried to sneak a nose down the inside, and SJR collides, and it's going to go, oh, it looks like it's going to be 4 wide down into turn 1 here. Oh, this is crazy stuff. What's going to happen? Who's going to come out in front? Darkness and Lorax, I think, will be able to hold position. He has to brake really late. The four of them are right beside each other, but Jackie Gabbana gets a bit of a better exit. You can see the tyres burning off the tarmac at the back. If it's Jake May battles with Queasy B at the back, you can see those two going side by side. We'll keep an eye on this battle. We'll see how who ends up in front. It's Jake May is in front, and Queasy B decides just tuck him behind, with Jackie Gabbana picking up his first 3-second time penalty. Ski Fan. Oh, as Turkey Boy must have had a mistake, because he's got overtaken by Fancaroso, and he's going to get overtaken by Ski Fan here as well. Fancaroso, close to the podium last week. He's on the podium right now, and he will chase down, see if he can chase down the two leaders of Randro and Syke. Ski Fan got by Turkey Boy, had a great tier 2 at the start. He's got himself a tier 1C, and he's currently in P4, just like where he finished in Baku earlier in the season. As everything seems to be going cleanly. No, it's Jake Mate gets by Jackie Gabbana, and Queasy B, who has very little ERS. It's going to be 3 wide into Parabolica, maybe. No, Queasy B goes right down the inside of them and takes P8. It's Jake Mate in P9 with Jackie Gabbana in P10. These three having a little bit of a battle at their own for the points, as it's Jake May is going to line one up down into turn 1 on Queasy B. More ERS and DRS means that he will get the move done. Queasy B tries to defend Jackie Gabbana and does a good job in doing so, and they stay side by side with each other on the run down through Curva Grande. Jackie Gabbana's tyres seem to be going, and same with Queasy B, who had to pit a lap before the safety car. So although obviously Queasy B doesn't have a penalty, so he could gain from that, as SJR, even after the spin earlier on, is right on the back of Turkey Boy at the moment, who seems to be struggling with tyre wear. Turkey Boy, we'll see what kind of exit SJR gets on Turkey Boy. He has no one pressuring him, so he's just going to have the DRS. He'll have no one side by side with him, but I don't think he will be far enough back to be able to make a move into a Scary. Oh no, he's going to go for it round the outside. He's got it done. Good move from SJR, and he's back up into P5. He was absolutely all over the place, but has got himself up in the P5. It's Jake May picks up a time penalty. That's his second 3-second time penalty. There's more of a battle down at the back again. Queasy B, very little ERS but very low wings as it looks, as they head down into Parabolica. Queasy B going to try squeeze a front wing in there. It looks like it's Jake Mate's going to hold position and get the better exit, as the gap with Randro and Syke seems to be just maintaining still at the moment, as Ski Fan is getting closer to Fancaroso and looks to seem that he's got a much better exit than Fancaroso on the run through Curva Grande. He is gaining. Fancaroso is going to defend the inside. Ski Fan is still gaining on Fancaroso. Will he send it? We'll see. The cameras have gone. No, he tucks him behind. Rando seemed to be struggling on those tyres. XT Harrison has dropped down to P12. Those two just going to stay in it in case of a little bit of a battle. There is a battle at the back here with it's Jake May and Queasy B. If there's a crash there, XT Harrison and Rando could benefit. They're just waiting hopefully for another safety car, as Ski Fan is gaining on Fancaroso again down through Ascari. Nothing happening of it as of now, as Ski Fan, a little bit of a bump out of Ascari, will get a good exit, and they head down to Parabolica as Syke crosses the line for the 8th lap left of this Grand Prix. Ski Fan's going to take an interesting line through Parabolica, and it's going to get a great exit now with DRS. Now he's going to pull to the left hand side. He's going to let the drag reduction system do the work, and he's going to get up into the podium place. He was winning race in tier 2 last week. Oh, there's a dive down the inside from Fancaroso, and Ski Fan has to take to the rumble strip. He's picked up a 3-second penalty, and he's going to let Fancaroso get by. That warning will be removed, so Ski Fan can ignore that, because that warning will be removed if he reports that later on, as he did yield. He did let him have the position, which means that he will not be penalised for that. I better just keep that in my notes. Ski Fan penalty removed. Okay, as Fancaroso does keep that position even with Ski Fan going by. He locked up down into turn 1, which allowed Fancaroso to keep the position. SJR has managed to catch up to this in all of that and will possibly get himself back up into the podium. As they battle again, Skifan's going to try pull side by side here. Maybe we'll get it done before Parabolica. He's got the DRS activation zone, so he'll have DRS no matter what happens here. They're so close to each other. About 5 meters split the three of them. As Skifan will get by him with DRS, he'll get miles by him. And I think SJR will get by Fancaroso too. Will he send it on one car? Will he send it on two? Skifan's up into the podium, and Fancaroso manages to defend SJR, who gets a great exit. A little bit of a switchback here. This could be a lovely move from SJR around the outside of Fancaroso. Both of them burning the ERS, as there's some yellow flag behind. That's XD Harrison, who's lost it on the exit of Parabolica. And SJR will have to just settle for P5 at the moment, with Skifan up into the podium. Randro must have made a slight mistake, because he has lost time to Syke in front. XD Harrison decides to retire in the pit lane, and that would be the end of his race. Keep an eye on. And now on the back fan. Oh, crucially, Syke has picked. There's so much wheel banging here into turn one. Skifan's had to take to the rumble strips yet again. He picks up another time penalty, which will also be. So that is Skifan currently on 6 seconds, but I'll have both of them removed because he did do what I told in yielding the position. And we'll only have 5. Oh, and Randro has gone right on the back of Syke. He's pushed to the limit here, Randro, and it looks like he's going to have his another Grand Prix. It'll be decided before the report, as Fancaroso has got back up into P3. A little bit of a dive on Skifan, who had to take to the road, the escape road. SJR has had a fantastic battle at the moment and has been up and down the order more than an elevator. We'll see if SJR can line up another move now down into turn 1 and get himself up into the podium once again. He obviously will have the DRS, he'll obviously have the better exit, and with DRS now activated, is he going to be back up into the podium for the first time in a good few laps? Right now he's about a quarter of a car in front. Now he's a whole car in front. But Fancaroso is going to defend by a large dive there and manages to keep position. Very well done indeed. But a poor exit from Fancaroso and a better one from SJR means he should be able to get a move down into turn 4. We'll see if he does. They are right beside each other. SJR, will he try it? No, he won't. 6 laps to go to see if Randro can stay within those 3 seconds of Syke. Both of them seem to have very equal ERS at the moment. This is the battle to watch though, as far as racing and overtaking. SJR will get another good exit here down towards Ascari. We'll ride on board with him for the rest of this lap to see his point of view of things as he heads down towards Ascari. He's not going to obviously send it. It's not a very easy to overtake into the Ascari chicane, but he still manages to do very, very well and get up the order and keeps the gap very close. Fancaroso seems to be wobbling just slightly on the rear end, and SJR gets a better exit, has the slipstream, has the DRS. Both of them have ERS, but I think Fancaroso has a lot more. SJR will be ahead, but Fancaroso is probably going to go for that infamous late on the brakes move. He's had to go very, very wide yet again. It's good defending though from the Aston Martin. He's doing a very good job at staying with SJR here. But SJR yet again is going to try it maybe on Curva Grande. We'll see. They're both really, really close. Is SJR going to send it? Yes, he is. Into the Della Roggia chicane. There's a bit of contact, but everything seems to get away cleanly. And SJR finally is back up into the podium places. Frank Rosso is losing time as well to SJR, so may not be able to make any sort of move. Oh, Syke has lost it! Syke has lost it on the exit of Parabolica! Oh, how everything has gone wrong for the McLaren driver! Outside, Syke the car and is down to P7. Wow! That is huge for the championship. He's lost it completely. I don't know how many times I've said he's lost it. With a few make a lot of ground as he's picked up another time penalty as things go from bad to worse for the McLaren driver. What a race he was having. And since he picked up that penalty, he's just looked a bit dodgy. We haven't really been riding aboard with him because of the battling. And he has lost out hugely. Randro has a 9-second lead here and will cruise to victory as long as he doesn't lose the car. We'll soon find out about that. Fancaroso, Ski Fan, and now Darkness Alorax has got himself. He got into a battle with SJR. We know what happened on the exit of Parabolica. We'll soon find out now as these four will be battling it out for P2 and P3. Turkey Boy must have a little bit of damage or must have something wrong with his car because he is struggling a little bit more than the rest of them. Queasy B picks up his first time penalty and he's obviously 7 seconds behind, so he's going to just have to accept P10 for Alpine. Obviously with Griffin DNFing, that's going to be that. As Fancaroso has DRS on SJR and will line up a move for P2. Fancaroso gets the move done. SJR doesn't really go for the Fancaroso tactic of defending the inside and then lunging down the inside. He's just decided to stay put as he may try what he done last time and go for a move down into the Della Roggia chicane. He's going to try just go deep and get a better exit out into the Lesmos, but it's not going to be like that. It really is. We see who will be in 7 as it's Jake May and Jackie Gabbana have a little bit of a battle themselves at the back. It's kept it clean so far. We've only had one safety car and we've only had 5 DNFs. Now 5 DNFs still too much for the driving standard as Rando gets on those fresh softs and sets the fastest lap of the race, so that will take that point. I think that actually might take his point away from his teammate there. We'll soon find out whether that's true or not. Randro is actually losing time here, but I don't think it's going to be very important because these guys are battling and he's probably just relaxing himself because he doesn't want to do what Syke done and push too hard and spin. SJR, what an exit he's got here. He is much, much quicker than he was last lap on Fancaroso. DRS activate, he's going to be miles in front, I'd say, by the braking zone on this pace, and Ski Fan is going to try go it down the inside, so Fancaroso can't even do his famous defending. SJR up in the P2, Fancaroso battles with Ski Fan. They're going to go side by side through Curva Grande now. What a battle this could be. Can Ski Fan get the move done? Yes, he can. They're still battling. Ski Fan gets the move. Fancaroso's going to try maybe come back. They're about to side by side. Fancaroso late on the brake, has the battle. He's gone off onto the rumble strips. He's came back on very dangerously here with Darkness Alorex, but he's managed to maintain position and stay P4. We'll see if that's going to be reported after the races. SJR has gained a bit of a gap now because of that battling and probably will stay in second place. Randero is losing so much time now as Darkness Alorex picks up another time penalty at the back. That's 6 seconds now for him and 6 seconds for Skifan. That will be removed, I'm pretty sure, as long as everything goes well for the race director. So that means he will be P3 if all things go to plan for Skifan. As one last chance now for Fancaroso on the final lap to get Skifan. Fancaroso is going to line up the move, little bit of contact as they head down into turn 1. Fancaroso late on the brakes. Oh, and they've touched and Skifan's gone off. Skifan locked up the brakes into turn 1 and he has no one really to blame other than himself there. Fancaroso back up into the podium places. Darkness and Lorex right on the back of him as they head down into turn 4. Can Darkness and Lorex take a podium on the road? No, he can't for now. We'll keep an eye on these for a little bit longer. But we also will have to keep an eye on when Randro is going to cross the line. Darkness and Lorex on the road down to Ascari, the last DRS zone before the main straight. Can he just send one down the inside and get a podium on the road? He may attempt it. No, he won't. But it's big today. Randro 17. He won in Spa from a report. He's catching up, and with Psych DNFing or scoring low, it won't be great for him. Randro 17 wins the Italian Grand Prix, his second race win in a row, and what a fantastic result. All for the championship leader. It's Jake Mate in P8 with Jackie Gabbana in P9. Queasy B will finish in P10 and in P11. Well, Randro 17, what a race. That was the Italian Grand Prix, everyone. Race has been, but it's Randro 17 who's going to get the best of it, or with SJR in P2 for his second podium of the season. Fancaroso in the Aston Martin, they need huge points since FaZe McBots the Fancaroso has done just that in getting P. What a podium it has been. And Randro 17 will celebrate in front of the Tifosi. There is something though for the Tifosi to celebrate. Obviously Turkey Boy got a pretty good finish, and then SJR obviously is technically in a Ferrari junior seat, Alfa Romeo, despite not being a Italian team. But that has been it. Randro 17 wins the race. SJR P2, Fancaroso in P3 with Skifan P4. He will, Skifan and, Randro 17 P1 with SJR in P2. Fancaroso in P3 with Darkness Lorex in P4. He'll probably lose out to Skifan because of penalties. Turkey Boy P6 with Psych in P7. It's Jake May 8. Queasy B 9th, Jackie Gabbana 10th, Rando, Harrison, Apatrish Hund, Griffin, Lucas Paul and Tyro will finish out the top 10. We will quickly fly through the order of, hopefully, the race director. It's not letting us, which is quite frustrating indeed. Hope we do get it. I don't think we will, but It's been Rando to win, and what a race it was. No, we're not going to get to see race director. So we're going to just have to remove ski fans' warnings just based on what has happened. I think it probably is a 3-second penalty if you do that, so we'll probably do that anyway. So that has been the Italian Grand Prix. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it was an entertaining race, and we will see you next time.